main cut to it.
And you know, Woody, I'm glad you did it that way, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be serious for just a minute. And I want to talk to Mike's mom tonight. And I want to talk about two things that we all know about Mike. First, Woody's talked a little bit about it. You know, Mike is a doer. You know, in this world, there's talkers and there's doers. And Mike is a doer. All that you heard about Mike's career in the Navy, and for that matter, all that you heard about Mike's life even before the Navy, I think means one thing. That Mike is out there in the world, changing the world, doing things. And I'm going to get back to that in a little bit. The second thing is Mike makes the people around him better. Just by virtue of being around Mike Franke, we're all better. So first, let me tell you, Janet and Jack, you are in the presence of a home full of people who adore your son. That is why we're here. Because it's not a farewell party. It's not a retirement party. People don't retire at this age. We're here because we love Mike and Yuko. That's why we're here. So a little bit about being a doer. You know, oftentimes I walk into rooms without a plan. I don't really know exactly what's going to happen, but it always seems to just go down perfectly. And after the first 5 minutes, sometimes you think it's a little bit of luck. And maybe even the second 5 minutes, you're not entirely sure who did the work. But by the time you're in the third 5 minutes, 15 minutes into anything, it's clear when Mike Franke's the one who did the planning. Because Mike Franke does it in a quiet way and ensures that everybody knows why they are there. But he's not even present. This happened today, Jack. This happened just today to you on the Nimitz. I knew after 15 minutes that Mike Franke had spent a lot of time making sure you were going to have a great time today. And I came here, and it's the first thing I said to him. I said, how much time did you spend talking to the leadership in the Nimitz? And he turned red. So we are in the presence of a doer. So it's no surprise before his first day of his next job, apologies, Yuko, he's already got a second business going. Give him another week and he'll have a third one. And by the way, this is the important point, they're all going to be a success. So we would all do very well to invest in Mike Franke's future. Now, let me talk a little bit about how I think he makes us all better and why we adore him so much. It's, you know, it's of course about character, and that's important. But he's got something else. What Mike has, and you know, I never heard about the whining. Woody talked about whining. What Mike does is he takes every person and makes them feel better about themselves. And together, they do everything in a positive way. And that's the way he's raised his family. And you can see it. Anyone who has spent time with Yuko, the two boys, and your daughter, recognizes that you're a tight-knit family. And I have to tell you, in this day and age, that's not as common as it should be. And when you see a family like that, I think it is the strongest testament to the character of these parents. So Mike is, most importantly, the leader of a tight-knit family. And as a result, he makes us all better, which is why I know we're all here tonight. And it's why we're also pleased that we're going to continue to see a lot of both of you. Now, I will tell you that while he won't admit this, it is every boy's dream to have someone say nice things about him in front of his mother. So I just want to say to you, Janet and Jack, you've done very well.
Thank you.
And you have given so much to all of us and to all of the world, because everyone who Mike touches, he makes better. So thank you very much for your friendship, Mike.
Goodness. My goodness.
Before I open this up, I just have to tell everyone, I didn't have anything to do with making this extremely large and extremely heavy chest.
I don't believe that.
Probably did permanent damage to my lower back. I actually served together with him before in Hawaii at the Joint Intelligence Center. So I've known for a while that he's a pretty decent guy, and he asked me, he's like, hey, I've got this antique teak chest, I would like to turn it into my shadow box. And he's like, so I know you have a wood shop here, but you used to do stuff like that, so can you figure something out? I'm like, sure, I'll figure something out, but I guess I was just kind of nonchalant about it. So a couple of months later on, he's like, yeah, we're starting to get the stuff, are you getting somewhere with it? But yeah, it's going to be taken care of. Last week he's like, so, I mean, you know, is it completely done yet? Or can I at least let someone else see it and they tell me it's good? I was like, yeah, I pretty much have everything there. So, but all jokes aside, this is probably going to be the only proof in a few months when you let your hair grow out that you were ever actually in the service of the United States. So I put a little bit of effort into it, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's take a look.
Mike, too.
I did that.
Maybe guys don't really do that. So it's my turn. I don't know how to follow all that up. I will keep it brief. The Navy, you know, you've heard the story. The Navy's really kind of shaped my life in a very powerful way. Kind of saved it in a lot of ways. UCO and the Navy together, you know, really changed things for me. And I couldn't have done it without UCO for sure. We got married when I was 22 years old. I just failed out of college. We met at the museum. But UCO was my cornerstone and kept me steady while I could build and ultimately get to this point where I've had a very good career. I'm leaving the Navy with really great feelings about the last 20 years. There's no ill will or anything. I'm leaving at the earliest opportunity I can because I think the iron is hot and I want to strike now. And I really wanted to stay in Singapore. I think this is a place where I've got you know, the most genuine and best friends I've ever had in my life. I'm surrounded by people who I love, and I really wanted to stay here and put roots down for a while and take a stab at business. And I'm just glad that it's not a goodbye. I get to share it all with you. I'll still be here, and you know, I hope to see you as often as I see you right now. So let me just say thank you so much for coming tonight and spending this night with me. It's an honor. Thank you very much, and thank you, Yuko. I love you. Let's drink beer. Enough of the ceremony. Let's drink beer. Come on, seriously.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Thank you.